You can do it. Don't give up. Okay? Yeah.
Wow.
We can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Definitely, I can.
Hi, I'm Joelle, interior designer from TIL.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm interior designer from TAL.
Hi, I'm Irvin. So my role is different from both of them. I'm an in-house designer. So what I do is I work closely with them, assist them with 2D and 3D drawings. For Emma, I think it's a fun and very outgoing person. Sometimes I find the way she talks is quite funny.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a sense of humor.
Yeah, I have.
And working with her, I think we have some chemistry there. So I know what she wants. Joelle, I think she's quite approachable when I need to ask her things.
Irvin very calm， 就是那种好好先生，
哇，
不可以欺负他，就是那种很好的人。Emma 是那种比较艺术气息比较浓厚的人，很 artistic。
When I met Irvin, right, he is a very quiet guy. That's it, just quiet. So after I know him more, then I feel, oh, the guy is very considerate. And for Joelle, I know her for quite short time, but for me, it's like a sister. Yeah, not in terms of the age, but in terms of the feeling.
Hope that I can stay in Rome because I really like their history. The architecture is inspired me.
Ocean, I want to stay for the rest of my life. Because I keep telling my parents and my friends, close friends, I think 上辈子我是一条鱼 but it's a mermaid.
美人鱼
Yeah, must be. That's the reason why I love the sea so much.
Yeah, I would choose Taiwan because I love the weather there, the people, the culture, also some sightseeing because I do really enjoy shopping there and the food. And once I visited there, I know I'm going to be back there again. The first one I'll choose bold, second one will be modern contemporary, third one will be minimalist. So the first one why I choose bold because it allows me to play with like vibrant colors or even place a colorful design furniture piece that creates a visual interest. I'll choose modern contemporary because I think this is a timeless design, so it gives a cozy, inviting and comfortable home. And lastly will be minimalist, so less is more, and I think now the flat isn't that big, so I think it's kind of suitable.
So I really like industrial style because I like the feeling, that unfinished feeling and the raw material to be seen. I think during the renovation, right, I want to have some fun. So the second word I put inside my design style maybe fun.
I love nature, so I put nature is the words that can describe my style. Modern, and the third will be clean. In my style, for almost all my projects, I will try to integrate the natural material in my design because I felt that will give people the feeling of relaxing, and I like the natural texture, color.
For me, it's definitely diving. Just go dive. When you dive in the sea, right, you hardly can hear anything, only the bubbles there. Then really you can hear your heartbeat is boom, 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 boom. It's very clear. Then as you see all the fish just swim around you, it's like, wow, the world is so peace. I really want to stay here.
Either listening to music or just take a break. Look out the window, look at the greenery for about 5 to 10 minutes to relax my mind.
I think you need to look for me to get some
the
plants.
plants, yeah.
Yes,
We all love plants.
Please bring back
Yes.
some. Yeah, no need to
more,
look
the
at.
better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Look for me.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will walk to the nature. Like you all know, like I like natural stuff. I go to jogging, exercise, or sometimes I will do the window shopping. Then get all the inspiration, from the shops, and when I walk or went to the restaurant.
The misconception of how actually 3D works. So simply not just like cut and paste. In other words, not just using images of furniture, the fitting or whichever image that you want. and you input it into the 3D software and let it generate and becomes a 3D model or a drawing. So that's not the case. Everything we need to build from scratch. Example like the space, the walls, everything. And also we need to map the material like the laminate, the floor tiles. So we need to look through from our model library to see which fits the best. So all this is really time-consuming process.
Quite
So
sad.
actually, we're in charge in everything. It's like start from the beginning. We come out the proposal. We're in charge of the quotation. Then we communicate with Irvin. Then come up with 3D drawings. Then project management. All those kind of things is in other words, it's all in us.
ID is same as home decorator. Not only for decoration, we do the fabrication cabinets, we do the conception, styling, but home decorator is more to the loose furniture.
For me, is keep learning. Yeah, keep learning.
I think for every career, I think it's important to love what you do and do what you love.
My question is, what is the pet peeve? So I think I have this quite serious one. Detailing is, I think, the most important when I'm doing the design. So there's some sort of perfectionist. Even though customer can't see the so-called problems or the defects, for myself, I think most of the time I will try to improve them to my own expectation.
I wouldn't encourage my child to be an interior designer.
Why?
Because I know design is not easy. I will just let him or her choose the path that they want. I won't force them. So if they really wanted to be an ID, I will support them and try to guide them.
In generally, I enjoy the renovation journey, the whole journey, no matter which part. If there's pick up one part that I enjoy the least, I think it's the preparation part. Before the renovation start, then I need to propose to my customers on materials, color combinations, then tiling. Sometimes it's drive me crazy because I really put so much effort, so much work on the design proposal.
Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Stay tuned for our next designer series.